Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Let's Play Diablo 3. So we are now getting into a couple of different chapters that are actually pretty quick to go through when you're at the normal level that I'm playing at. So right now we are back in Caldeum and we have to rescue Leah, who has been captured by, supposedly captured by Belial. And we are going to talk to the Iron Wolves and see if we can get an audience with the Emperor. And so that's where we're currently at. I was just checking my my inventory there real quick just to make sure it was empty before getting into the next thing. And after we've met with the Emperor, we're going to go. We'll have rescued Leah, and then we have to go. On yet another little adventure that we'll find out in a little bit. So first off, we're talking to Ashira of the Iron Wolves and pleading our case and basically saying that our friend and the Emperor are both in danger. They think that the Emperor himself must also be somehow in danger from Belial as well as from, as well as Leah. So we need to go and see if the Emperor is okay. And so here the captain's like, well, fine, we'll let you through, but we don't think the Emperor will be very receptive. And now that we're, here's the gates to the palace or something, I guess.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcarnus.
But you know that's not true, don't you?
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
So, the Emperor seems to be a little bit like Joffrey Baratheon in Game of Thrones, a little snot. And then all of his guards turn into serpents, so it's like, wait a minute. Is he in link with Belial? What's going on? Obviously the Emperor doesn't seem to be in any danger, but at least we rescued Leah and we need to get the heck out of here. So that is the end of, or practically the end of that chapter. So now we just have to escape the Imperial Palace. I guess we're still in the royal audience chapter at this point, but once we've escaped the palace, then we get into the next chapter. And because these are both kind of quick chapters, I kind of put them together into a single video. And as you can see, this is actually one of the quicker videos I've put up of this recently. And in fact, I actually didn't even realize when I was doing the video last week that I was actually combining two chapters as well. So maybe I shouldn't have done that because that one was a bit on the longer side and I could have broken that one up. But, be that as it may, I had the city, the road to Alcarnus, and then at the end there was the City of Blood, which was when we got to Alcarnus and facing Magda, so that could have actually been its own chapter by itself. Lesson learned, I gotta pay better attention to the chapters as I'm playing the game and recording. Alright, so we're almost out of the palace. You can see the little blinking circle in the upper right corner in the mini-map there. And we're going to be heading down towards the sewers because Leah had found apparently something in the sewers of interest. And so we need to go down there. And that's when she'll reveal to us once we get down there why we need to get back into the sewers. Alright, there we go. Got rid of the rest of the serpent demon things. And now we're getting into, this is the second chapter, Unsuspected Allies. And, or not the second chapter, but this is the next chapter, Unsuspected Allies. And then so we completed that quest, got a little trinket or something. And now we've got to barrage our way through, but what Leah is now telling us is that she found out that her mom is alive and is being held by some of the serpent guards from Belial down here in the sewers. So we basically have to run around the stores looking for where she's being held. And we've got another treasure gnome troll thing. I always forget what, what they call that. I always want to call it a treasure troll. But anyway. And now we've got ourselves an elite right here. And just getting lots of good loot. Lots and lots of good loot here. Some yellows and things, a bunch of gold, a few blues, some gem chips and things. Which, to be perfectly honest, are kind of useless to me at the moment just because of the fact that my inventory, because you have a particular you have a chest back at the main place at your main base of operations, and that happens to be an account wide one, and so I've got some of the higher end gems from my other character that she's been collecting, and she's got like a ton. She's collected a ton of them. And so when I start finally getting gemmable items that I can equip, and the gems, basically you add them to your equipment, and it helps increase certain stats on your various pieces of equipment. Helmets have a particular specialty or specialization that gets a very special boost compared to all other equipment that gets, the standard boost depending on the color of gem and everything. There's rubies and diamonds and emeralds and all those kind of things. And with the Crusader, strength is her main stat. And so those are red gems for all the equipment. And then I haven't looked at the helmet stats yet, just because she hasn't gotten a gemmable helmet. But by the end of the game, and I don't include the footage in the game, but at the end of the game she ends up getting a shield that can hold a gem. And so I put in one of my higher end strength gems into her shield, which should make her even stronger. Alright, so we're still going through the dungeon here. The sewers. Kind of looks like a dungeon just with water. And it's amazing how clear the water looks, considering it's a sewer. You'd think it would be like all brown and sludgy and stuff. Ew. Alright, so we found where Leah's mom's being held.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone. We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the primeval. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it. Leave her alone.
Alright, so apparently they're trying to get information from Leah's mom, from Adria, about the location of a Black Soul Stone. But we don't get too much more information other than that out of that interaction at the moment. And now we finally have mother and daughter reuniting here, and it's like, oh, you actually know who I am. And so apparently Adria's been keeping tabs on her daughter, but keeping her distance because of quote unquote the amount of danger she's always in. But she obviously hasn't been keeping that close attention because she didn't know that Cain had died. Alright, so that's basically about it. We're just going to get one more conversation here.
Never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my
We don't
role.
get too much more information out of here other than, that the 2 evils, Belial and Esmodan, and we know where Belial is, we don't know where Esmodan is, etc., etc. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me this week, and until next week, take care, bye-bye.